Good morning, traders. What is up and what's going on? Happy Money Monday. Yeah, that's right, baby. It's Money Monday. It is December 20th, 2021, 9 o'clock in the morning. And my goodness, guys, I am fired up regardless of being sick. I'm fired up. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to have some fun. And I'm ready to crush it today with the best trading team in the world. The Alpha Day Trading team, baby. You guys are the best. You guys what makes Alpha Day Trading the best. I love working with you guys every single day, and I'm super excited to work with you guys once again today to make it happen, to make some great trades, and to watch that money flow on in. So once again, good morning, traders. As you guys know, I'm very sick. I'm not feeling good whatsoever. So bear with me again. I'm still here. Like, I'm not leaving. I'm here with you guys. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to have some fun. We're going to lock in profits. But the energy that you're used to, guys, I just don't have the energy to give the energy. I can't seem to get their energy up. And I have no caffeine either, guys, right? No more nicotine. Waking up an hour and a half earlier. Hitting the gym in the morning. Only water. No soda. No caffeine. No energy drinks. No nicotine. I'm sick. I'm detoxing right now. I'm not eating after 7 o'clock at night. Like, guys, dude, my body hates me right now, all right? So I have nothing in me to express this energy. I did. Yeah, I did, because you guys were saying it was way too loud. Here we go. It's way up now. Is that better, guys? Everybody's like, yo, dude, you're blowing my speakers. I'm getting some momentum going soon, guys. Jay Cohen, I'm getting some momentum going. Right? Like, why do it on the first of the year? Might as well freaking struggle right now and at least build some momentum so it's easier come first of the year. So I like it. But again, guys, it's just like, it's rough and I'm not feeling good. My daughter has pneumonia. She's running a 102, 103 fever over the weekend. It's been a pretty rough weekend, guys. So again, just bear with me. Again, if you are new to chat, first and foremost, welcome to the best trading community out there. Usually the energy is way up here, right? Now today it's way down here, but guess what? Even though there's not a lot of energy, guess what there is? Opportunity in the market, skill set, desire, passion, motivation, ready to make some money, guys, all right? So we're going to dive into it. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to get you guys educated, dropping those value bombs like we always do. And we're going to identify the best of the best opportunity, and we're going to make some profits today, guys, all right? So hit me with that good morning. What's up over on YouTube? Hit me with the good morning as well. We got Dougie, Keith, Joey, Paul, Dougie, Diego. What's up? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Jacob, thank you. Chris, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope she gets better as well. She's rough, guys. She is rough. She had pneumonia last year. She's got it again. So she's a fighter. She's been so sick lately. I feel so bad for her. So but we're going to have some fun anyway, guys. We're going to make some money. She's sleeping right now, so we're good, all right? Let's go ahead and talk about our penny stocks. Actually, let's talk about our morning briefing first, all right? I posted this in chat at 7, 8, and right before we went live as well. Every single morning, I'm going to be posting more briefings and outlooks and market updates, all right? So good morning, team, and happy Money Monday. I hope everyone had a fantastic evening and that you guys are ready for a great day today. Market update. COVID cases are spiking and countries are starting to impose new travel restrictions. The Netherlands, full lockdown. Germany and the UK talking about travel restrictions and lockdowns as well. And before we really dive into this further, I had a few concerns this morning. I'm not trying to spin this. I'm not trying to make things seem worse than what they are. I'm speaking facts. This is factual. This is how we're going to get prepared in the market, right? I think all of this is, they hype it up way too much, right? I think they hype this whole COVID thing up way too much. They place fear in investors and traders, drive the market, whatever, okay? This is just the facts. This is what's going on in the world, and we need to be aware of this, and we need to be prepared to be smart to take advantage of the best opportunities in the market, okay? So this is nothing political. This is just right down the middle, just straight facts, all right? And how we're going to take advantage and find the opportunity in the market. Before I proceed, before anybody maybe gets a bad taste in their mouth, okay? I'm not spinning this or anything like that, okay? So, COVID cases are spiking. Countries are imposing new travel restrictions. Futures are red. Futures are down over these Omicron fears. Growth tech stocks are red. Growth stocks, tech stocks are red because rising interest rates early next year, right? Companies like tech stocks, growth stocks, borrow money to grow, right? And when it's cheap to borrow, right, they have larger bottom lines. When money becomes more expensive to borrow, they still borrow that money because they need that money to grow, but it cuts into their bottom line. They're not making as much. We're not paying as much for these companies. They struggle, they sell off, they come down in value. So again, we have the overall market struggling because of these Omicron fears. We have, a lot of these tech companies, growth stocks are red because rising interest rates. And vaccine stocks are up, like Moderna, Pfizer. Johnson & Johnson was not up, but Moderna and Pfizer was up as they are expressing some positivity with their vaccines and this new COVID variant, okay? We need to keep an eye on the hospital COVID cases and the severity, okay? So we just need to look at that data. That's going to keep us ahead of the curve. That's going to keep us aware of things a lot faster than how we hear it through the media and social media platforms. So we just need to go find a source today to where we can really, in real time, keep an eye on hospital COVID cases and, most importantly, the severity, right? I think the statistic, what they said was every 1 to 3 days, there's another 125,000 cases. And out of those 125,000 cases, there's like 10,000 people going to the hospital. And that's what's driving the fear, is like, how many people are getting this? Well, people are getting it a lot faster, but how severe is it? Is it still severe for people that had the vaccine, that have their boosters? Is it affecting people the same, vaccinated or not vaccinated? We need to be mindful of this stuff because we can be ahead of things and ahead of the curve, and we could plan accordingly to take advantage of the market. So I think we need to keep an eye on hospital COVID cases and these severity. Number one, this is what a lot of investors are looking at to gauge where the market is going short term. Tomorrow, Biden will be addressing the nation in regards to COVID. We definitely need to be paying attention to what he says, because if he imposes mask mandates and lockdowns, we can get prepared, right? If he imposes nationwide mask mandates, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. We can look at companies that make masks and supply masks, right? And if there's going to be more, lockdowns, we could look at, brick and mortar to do bad. We can look at like airlines to do bad. I mean, we just need to get prepared depending on what he says tomorrow when he addresses the nation in regards to COVID. If there's going to be lockdowns, travel restrictions, mask mandates, and again, get prepared in those aspects, okay? Again, if we see lockdowns, expect to see brick and mortar struggle. If we see travel restrictions, expect to see airline stocks fall. And here's one thing, again, trying to think outside the box a little bit. If we see these lockdowns and travel restrictions, not a lot of people are driving, not a lot of people are on cruises, not a lot of people are taking flights, right? Kind of like 2020. What happened in 2020? Oil and gas didn't do so well. Why? Because the demand wasn't there. So we need to be looking at like oil and gas demand would possibly drop if we have more lockdowns across the world and these travel restrictions across the world. It's not getting as cold as fast, right? It's a late winter. So again, people aren't turning the heat on, not using a lot of oil and gas. So oil and gas could definitely take a hit because of the demand, especially with, like travel restrictions and everything like that. So we could look at like inverse ETFs to make money while oil and gas is dropping. So I put together a little bit of a list today. Inverse ETFs for oil and gas. So you get the natural gas ETF, it's KOLD, and the crude oil ETF, SCO. These are inverse ETFs. So if KOLD, if natural gas is dumping, KOLD will go up. If crude oil is dumping, SCO will go up. So you do have some inverse ETFs that are leveraged, ultra short, pro share, leveraged ETFs that could move up if oil and gas does indeed move down based on the lack of demand. We also need to be looking at some of the most popular inverse ETFs. If the Qs continue to fall, if the SPY continues to fall, and the VIX continues to rise, the volatility index, we need to be looking at UVXY, VXX, SPXS. These are some of the most popular inverse ETFs. Stocks that can struggle if we see some of this hit the fan, okay? Stocks that can struggle, airline stocks, cruise stocks, hotel stocks, possibly oil and gas stocks, stocks that can do well, online retailers, companies that make masks, companies that make hand sanitizers, right? Stay-at-home stocks, Peloton, Zoom, Netflix, some of your streaming services, okay, guys? Just start thinking outside the box and how you can take advantage of the market. No matter which way it goes, you can definitely take advantage of the market, okay? So that's our little bit of a market briefing or morning update and kind of how we're getting prepared today and kind of getting some of our preparation for this week as well. But we're going to have our morning updates like this every single morning moving forward, okay? A couple stocks with news today. We have CANF penny stock and we have ITCI penny stock. So CANF today, guys, dropping a press release in regards to their cancer phase 2 study. And they had a complete response in regards to, the cancer lesions have all cleared. So we have very, very good news on CANF. CANF is 28 million shares traded today, on average 200,000. I mean, that is impressive volume today here on CANF. 28 million shares. All right, so low float stock, currently up 87%. Again, cancer-related phase 2 trial news here on CANF. Right now, this is our number one stock that we should be focused on. We are going to run into some resistance right around 190. All right, why 190? Well, number one, actually, we should bring it up a little bit. Say like 189. You got a balance play. You have some support, resistance. I mean, this is just a pretty congested area. 189 is a pretty congested area when we look at the chart. And it's right at our 200-day moving average as well. So I would say anywhere between, we're over 190. My goodness. Again, guys, I am really out of it today. My mind is not working. I'm like, yeah, we need to watch it above resistance. We're already over that level. You can definitely tell my body's struggling today. Next level of resistance, 263, right? Looking up towards around 263 to 265, and then up towards around $3 here on CANF, all right? $3 is another big level that we need to break above in order to really get some action, possibly up towards around $4, and then up towards around this most recent spiking high of 437. And then we could possibly see it up towards around 495 on CANF. Right now, looking at the daily chart, right? Looking at the daily chart, support is back down towards around 190 to $2 here on CANF. So right now, just because it has news and really, really good volume, this is going to be the number one stock that we're watching out of the gate, guys. ITCI isn't really doing a lot, doesn't really have a lot of volume. But I do want to keep this stock on watch because it is gapping up from 39 to 45. So I do want to keep the stock on watch as well as because we have FDA approval news, okay? So we do have FDA approval news here on ITCI. We just don't have substantial volume, all right? It's up 15%. It's a 70 million in float stock. It has 500,000 shares traded. It's trading the average. I definitely think we can surpass that. I just don't know if there's a lot of traders really circulating this right now. We have a lot of more stocks moving up, fresh stocks moving up, right? We now have like VRS and BRG starting to get some action towards it. So ITCI does have good news. It is gapping up about 15%. It could be like a low float sleeper play here on ITCI, to where just out of nowhere, the stock really starts getting some action and some volume, just again, out of nowhere. It's something to keep on watch because it does have news, and we do see some kind of attention here on ITCI. So we definitely want to be watching ITCI as well. SOPA, this is a newer IPO stock that IPO'd early November. I don't see any reason why the stock's moving. I've seen no filings. I've seen no insider buying transactions. We don't have any just straight up news. Trading higher after the company. Oh, here we go. My goodness. Bear with me today, guys. They were added to the Russell 2000. So that's why SOPA is moving higher today. They were added to the Russell 2000. I see you guys talking a lot about GRTX. Let's go look at GRTX. GRTX. So GRTX was one that gapped up last Tuesday. It didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, it did all right. You know, it was a low of like, what, 250, 350. It moved a little bit. We need to see if we can break over 345. That was last week's resistance here on GRTX. This is the one that had that big gap to fill that just would not get that move. Remember, guys, this is the stock that just wouldn't do really a whole lot. So we have 345, 350 resistance, then up towards around Monday's spiking high of 391. And then when we look at the daily chart here on GRTX, I mean, we do have some room next all the way up towards around 5 and then 559 here on GRTX. So I see you guys talking about GRTX. You guys seem like you like GRTX. So let's keep it on watch. I'm not super duper crazy about GRTX. It's just, you know, we just had too many issues last week, and this stock was one that really let a lot of people down, right? This was one that really let a lot of people down on Monday. We had a lot of high hope. It had great news. It just never really did all that much, but we'll add it on our stock watch list and see if we have anything going on here. Okay. So we've already talked about CANF. This is the number one stock we're watching out of the gate. We talked about ITCI, maybe a little bit of a back burner, a sleeper play. GRTX, this one was moving last week. A lot of resistance between 345 and 350. We have room to 390, $4. And then we have room to 5 and then 559. I believe it was phase 3 meeting primary endpoint news last week on GRTX that really got our interest and our attention here with GRTX last week. ADGI, guys, right? This was a mover last week. This is one that we absolutely crushed on Thursday. We absolutely crushed it here on the stock on Thursday. Friday didn't do a lot, but one thing that I do want to keep on watch here with ADGI is this stock right now is pulling back to that $10 level, number one, right? We have that $10 mark that we really wanted to see the stock break above. There on Thursday, we did. Very big explosive move to the upside. We are right now pulling back down, not only to that 1030 level that we broke above with explosive volume, right? That's a key level of new support. This is also our 61.8 fib retracement. So I would like to keep ADGI on high watch today. All right, I do want to keep ADGI on high watch as a back burner play. This is a prior day mover that I think could get a nice big bounce right around 10 to 1031, which is also our 61.8 retracement. And then we could definitely see some more volume move in and potentially see this have a very nice big bounce and a potential good green day today here on ADGI. Okay, so this is a back burner trade that I really like a lot. And the next back burner stock I like a lot as well is going to be SPRB. Now, SPRB was a big time mover here on Friday. Right now in post-market and pre-market, giving a lot back. I like this down towards around 340, guys. I know it's another 60 to 70 cents away. This may not happen today. This may set up for a possible mid-candle breakout for tomorrow. But the reason I like this, number one, is a fib from low to high or 78.6 fib, right? is right at 339. What else is right at 338, 339? It was those highs from post-market on Thursday, right? So I do want to keep SPRB on watch to see if this one comes down today and balances and holds above this 338. If so, we could easily see the stock set up for a possible mid-candle breakout for tomorrow, but it's way too early to tell because we could see the stock come down today, hit that level at 10 o'clock, have a big time bounce, and be the one stock that rips today, right? It could be. But right now, what I'm seeing is a gap down right into the middle. We're gapping down right at that 50% level. It could easily set up for a mid-candle breakout, and we do have very nice support right there around that 338 to 339. I do like the stock a lot. I want to keep the stock on high watch, SPRB. Again, this is a back burner play, guys. This is a little bit of a back burner play. So let's go ahead and check that. So again, back burners is ADGI from last week, SPRB from last week, GRTX from last week as well. Fresh stocks today, we have CANF, our number one penny stock. Really good news, very good volume. This stock has 80% of the attention right now here in pre-market. And then we have ITCI. This one could be a little bit of a just a back burner sleeper play, guys. It has very good news. It's trading slightly above the average. It is gapping up 15%. We could see the stock out of nowhere start to get some nice action and start to get some decent volume to the upside. So that is my small cap watch list right now at this point in time. All right, guys, again, it's ADGI from last week, SPRB from last week. We have CANF, fresh stock today, ITCI, fresh stock today, and then GRTX from last week as well, okay? Now, broader market. Where's our focus, guys? And I have a lot of people saying, what do you think about Facebook? What do you think about Apple? What do you think about NVIDIA? What do you think about AMD? What do I think about these stocks? I think that they're going to move with the Qs and they're going to move with the SPY, okay? When the market's volatile like this, right? When the market's volatile and we see big gap ups, big gap downs, where's all the focus at, guys? Where's the focus? All right, the focus is with the SPY and the Qs, right? Now, yes, there's focus on every other stock out there, right? Why is every stock right now gapping down? Because futures are down, the SPY's down, the Qs are down, so the other stocks are down as well. So if you're going to look to like trade Facebook, you're going to have to come look at the SPY and the Qs. If you're going to trade NVIDIA, you're going to have to be looking at the SPYs and the Qs. If you want to trade Microsoft, you're going to have to look at the SPY and you're going to have to look at the Qs, right? Why is that? Because Microsoft can have a really good long setup and you're like, I'm going to go long on Microsoft. The SPY could dump. Guess what's going to happen to Microsoft? It's going to dump, right? These stocks aren't moving on their own. These stocks are moving with the broader market. So why sit there to trade Facebook when you're going to have to look at the SPY and the Qs anyway? Why not just trade the SPY and the Qs based on those technicals? Why not make your job 10 times easier, right? So I'm not looking at NVIDIA, Microsoft, I'm not looking at those stocks. I'm looking at the SPY today. I'm looking at the Qs, right? Because no matter what, I'm going to have to look at the SPY and the Qs anyway because there's a lot of focus in the market. There's a lot of volatility. I mean, shoot, at one point, we were down almost 10 points on the SPY. We were going to be gapping down quite a bit. The Qs were gapping down. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market. The VIX this morning is up 18%, guys. So there's more fear and uncertainty moving back into the market. Keep it simple, keep it easy. We have daily expiration contracts on the SPY and the Qs. There's an opportunity here today. Let's get focused on how these are moving. Let's identify the opportunity on the SPY and the Qs, and let's take advantage of it. What are some other stocks that we could trade that will move on their own? Moderna and Pfizer, right? Well, every stock is gapping down, right? Let's go look at NVIDIA. Let's go look at like NVIDIA, right? Gapping down. JP Morgan gapping down. PayPal gapping down. Roku gapping down. CRM gapping down. Square gapping. Again, everything's gapping down. Look, everything is gapping down because the overall market's gapping down. What are some stocks that are doing well? Moderna, right? This is one of those stocks that are just going to move on their own, right? This is one of those stocks that are going to do their own thing. So this is a stock that we could look to trade. Moderna's doing well because we have some positivity around their vaccine and the new Omicron variant. So that's why we see Moderna up from 295 to 317. This stock is not really going to move with the broader market, right? This stock is, doing its own thing. So with Moderna, we could look to trade this solely based on its technicals and not really have to look too much or put too much emphasis on the SPY, the Qs in the broader market, because Moderna is going to do its thing. Same thing with Pfizer. Pfizer is going to do its thing, right? So these are those few exceptions of stocks that we can look at today and trade those solely based on their technicals, okay? Now, any other stock out there, you're always going to have to be mindful and always go look and reflect on the SPY and the Qs, okay? Just be mindful of that. And another stock that we're watching today is the inverse ETF, UVXY, all right? So I'm looking to possibly start scaling in to UVXY for a couple months, right? I've heard a lot about 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm hearing over the next 6 to 8 weeks, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty. We're going to see new cases, more hospitalizations, possible lockdowns, mask mandates. What's that going to trigger? Fear, people selling off, especially with everything else that's going on right now into the year. I just think it's, I just think we're going to see the market struggle over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So with that being said, I'm going to start building a position on UVXY, thinking maybe 2 months out. If the VIX continues to rocket to the upside, selling some cash secured puts, and then really just looking at, the SPY and the Qs for, 30-day out swing trade puts on the SPY and the Qs, assuming things stay intact and there's still a lot of fear in the market, guys. Okay. So I'm watching the SPY today for options, watching the Q today for options. We're going to keep an eye on the VIX and see where this goes. Maybe it's a good opportunity to start selling some cash secured puts, right? And collect a nice hefty premium, especially if we want to buy the market at a certain price anyway. It's kind of win-win. Moderna today, I do expect to see Moderna have a pretty decent green day to the upside. We're already seeing a pretty nice gap up here on Moderna. So, looking at the chart, we have room next up towards around 350 here on mRNA. And I guess we have a slight little uptrend as well, right? We have a slight little uptrend on Moderna. Daily support technically is back down at 300. But I don't expect to see it come all the way back down to that 296, 300. I expect to maybe see it come back down to those pre-market lows at 307, 308, maybe around this trend line as well. Have a little decent day to the upside on mRNA. And then here on Pfizer, we're looking for an all-time high break. Pretty easy stuff. Pretty easy stuff here on Pfizer. Pfizer, want to see the stock holding above those pre-market lows of $60. Natural support as well. Clean, simple break over 61.43, new all-time highs. We could easily see the stock up towards around $65 here on PFE. And then on the 15th, right, if we look at the 15th, last Wednesday on OCGN partnered COVID-19 vaccine candidate generates immune memory at least 6 months after vaccination. So OCGN announced that immune response data following 2 doses of Covaxin from a third-party study were published on MedVix, whatever that says. So we have COVID news from last week, and of course, this stock really is going to move to the upside, especially when we have all these COVID fears, right? So it's definitely moving in sympathy with some of these other vaccine-related stocks, okay? And they are a vaccine candidate, okay, OCGN. So this is a stock that we definitely keep on watch as well to the long side. How did this stock do last year, right? How did this stock do last year in 2020? It didn't do a damn thing. Didn't do anything. But since this year, we've had some pretty decent move to the upside here on OCGN. But, biotech companies, pharmaceutical companies, biotech and pharmaceuticals, right? Anything you see about hand sanitizers and masks, biotech, pharmaceutical, looking for COVID-19, Omicron keywords, especially if the markets are nosediving and struggling and selling off very aggressively like we saw in 2020. We saw supernova season. Last February and March, we saw supernova season. Stocks up 500%, 1,000% on COVID-related news. We could easily see that again this time around if it's as bad. Okay? So right now, guys, we have about 3 minutes to go. Any tickers you want me to look at? Anything you want to add? I think we're all set, ready to rock and roll. I think we have a dang good watch list. I think we're prepared, and we're gonna attack this market today, guys, and we're gonna make some money. The rapper didn't come on. Yes, I'm eating Jolly Ranchers. because I'm not smoking. And so Jolly Ranchers makes my mind feel right. So once again, good morning, guys. I know we just talked about a lot. We threw a lot out there, but we're keeping today simple, guys. We're keeping today very simple. All right, so once again, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Jeff, Skylar, Phil, Angel, what's up? Jay Rich, Jeff Cole, what's up? Rebecca, Corey, Kits King, Chevy, Jacob, Jamie. Whew, everybody in chat. Real Little Spaz, Placid, Nexoin, Alex. Oh, Cohen, my goodness. Everybody's in chat today. You guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. Wade is in here, too. What's up, guys? Good morning. Someone's asking how I feel about AMC. Either you love it or you hate it. I hate it. Is she absolutely right? Someone asked on TikTok, what do you think about AMC? Either you love it or you hate it. I said, I hate it, right? I didn't like AMC from the get-go. I mean, we were all over AMC early this year for that big cup and handle break over 15 up to 20 and then 25. I didn't think it was going to 72, but it was a big-time mover. We made a lot of money on AMC early this year. We didn't take it all the way to the highs, but we still made some pretty darn good money as we were looking at the stock below 15 bucks back in May, right? Do I like it? No, I don't like it. The hype's done. It's gone. Right? The hype and the euphoria is done and gone. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, it's going to bounce here and there, but I mean, is it really worth it for like swing trading and investing? No. No, I mean, day trades? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Anytime it moves for day trades, absolutely. Upstart? I think Upstart's a good company. I mean, that's the question. Jensen, down 31% on Upstart. You know, do you want to invest and own Upstart, or was it a swing trade? If it was a swing trade, you might want to go ahead and walk away. If it's an investment and you want to hold this long term, you don't sell your investments. You buy more of your investment. So if it's an investment, buy more. Especially if you want to continue to own this investment, buy more. If it was a swing trade or a day trade gone bad, yeah, cut your loss, walk away. But I like Upstart personally. I think it's a good company. All right, so starting our day, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be watching CANF. And then off to the side, we're watching the SPY, baby. We're watching the SPY. 6 seconds to go. Let's get fired up. Let's have an awesome day, team. And let's make some good trades. And let's make some money. So CANF is right here off pre-market highs, right at 234, and it's right here off the trend line as well, guys. I like CANF right here. I do like CANF right off those pre-market highs. 233, right off the trend line as well. Maybe see a nice little bounce here. I'll give it 10 cents of risk. I'm going to take a little stab on CANF right here off that 235, guys. I mean, it's the trend line, it's your pre-market low, and prior resistance as well. All right there at that 232, 233. I'm just curious to see if other traders are going to respect that level as well and see a nice little bounce back above 240 to see if we can get something going back up towards around 255. No, not really doing its bounce thing. Not really doing its thing. Yo, good morning. What's going on? How we doing today, team? How we doing today? I like Upstart. I think Upstart's a pretty decent company. I mean, I like them. Do I own them? I don't own them, but I don't think they're a terrible company. Let's go look at Upstart real quick. Let's see their analyst price target. UPST on tip ranks. Let's see what UPST price target is. So our average price target on Upstart, all right, over the next 12 months per analyst, okay? Our next price target, or our average price target, is 271 on Upstart. It's 271, okay? So let's look at the ratings. We got Jeffries, 175 price target, they're a hold. This was on the 16th. Morgan Stanley, $200 price target, a hold. Here early December, we have Citigroup, 350 price target. They were upgraded on the 3rd of December. So you can see that Upstart has an average price target over the next 12 months of 271. On the low side, right, 175. The stock's price right now is 130. So if you just look at what some of the most professional analysts are thinking, that'll give you a good idea as well. I mean, I think it's a good company. I think they just, they struggled after earnings, but I think they'll recover. And the overall market's struggling right now, so I think they'll recover. If it's an investment, I would just continue the dollar cost average in. Right? I would just continue the dollar cost average into that investment, especially if you like it. Let's see if we get pre-market high break here. I'm still holding 1,000 shares of CANF. This thing's starting to really rip. I just took half at pre-market highs, guys. I just locked in half my position here on CANF, right at those pre-market highs. If it drops back below 250, I'm going to lock it up completely. I'm just curious to see if it breaks 260 and rips up to 295. But if it pops below like 250, I'll just get out and look for a better entry on CANF, and I'll lock in a quick, $180 to start the day. So it's still holding above 250. I'm still holding 500 shares of my 1,000. I only took 1,000 shares of it. I didn't really take a super large position or anything like that. I only took 1,000 shares out of the gate. I never added to it. All right, I locked it up completely. Quick scalp to start the day. 155 on the day. They're on CANF. Yep, that was a quick little trade. I mean, I grabbed, 15 cents out of it. That's not terrible. It works. It's money. I mean, shoot, I made $150 in 4 minutes. Who do you know that can make $150 in 4 minutes? I mean, maybe like Elon. Now, Elon makes way more. Doctors, surgeons. Right. But I don't have a degree, so I'm good. Absolutely, Jensen. Absolutely. So how's ADGI doing? ADGI above that 1020, 1030 is not terrible, guys. I'm still watching CANF, slight little pullback into that trend line. Maybe we have another entry coming on up. SPRB, maybe this is going to be a little bit of a mid-candle for tomorrow. And then GRTX right now not doing a whole lot. UVXY is up substantially. How's the SPY doing out of the gate? Small little pullback here on the SPY. Might be trying to go for a quick red to green move here on the SPY. Let's see. The open was right there at 450, 450. It's trying to break the open. Has room back to 455 and then 455.80 on the SPY. If we start to see the SPY reverse back down and breaking into a new intraday low, I would look to go long on UVXY. So the SPY right now doesn't look all that great, guys. The SPY is really not looking all that great at this point in time. I mean, tried to go for a quick little break over the open. The SPY right now looks very weak. I may look for some entries on the SPY. The SPY's not looking all that great right now, guys. The SPY's not looking all that great whatsoever. I think we're going to see a nice crack below the intraday low. Let's see. I grabbed the position on the SPY. SOPA halted. Yeah, SOPA halted at 9:35.53. We'll be live at 9:40.53. We got about 3 minutes to go there over on SOPA. Let's go look at SOPA real quick. Nice big pop right out of the gate there on SOPA. Added to the NASDAQ, or the Russell, I'm sorry. Added to the Russell. And I like where we got halted at 520. I do like where we got halted at 520. On SOPA, it's right off those pre-market highs as well, that resistance level at 520. So a gap up, right? A gap up out of the halt, maybe like 540 to 550, and see this come right back down to like 520, 525. I would expect to see a nice big time bounce back up to 6 and then maybe 621 here on SOPA, guys. So this one will be live at 9:40.53. We got about 2 more minutes to go here. 2 more minutes to go. So right now, definitely watching SOPA. Still watching GRTX. Just pulled back and bounced off pre-market highs of 334. Still watching SPRB as well. Now, CANF is still slightly holding this this uptrend. CANF is still holding a little bit of this trend line. So still want to keep CANF on watch. And I do want to watch ADGI as well, guys. I do not want to forget about ADGI. ADGI has a lot of good potential. So right now, we're watching SOPA. Right now, our watch is SOPA. We will be live at 9:40.53. So we'll be live in 1 minute here on SOPA. Again, we're looking for a 20 to 30 cent gap up out of the halt. Immediately see it come back down to 520, 525. Look for those entries. Stops below $5 with a 6 and a $6.18 profit target here on SOPA. SPY just cracked a new low a day. I'm up like $300 on the SPY. That was nasty. That was a nasty crack on the SPY, guys. You guys see that? I liked the price action. I was shorting this, and I am shorting this, and I just got a huge move to the downside on the SPY. Wow. Almost a full dollar move on the SPY. I'm still holding this for now, guys. I like that. Ooh, the SPY is getting hit hard. My goodness, I'm up $500 on the SPY right now. Right now, I'm up about $555 on the SPY. And we're still making that money, guys. We'll be live in 3, 2, 1 here on SOPA. SOPA should be live. Hey, good job, Corey. I like the short, man. I really did like the short. The short was looking pretty good. I'm still holding it, too. I'm still holding this one. I'm going to work with this one today. I'm going to see how low I can take the SPY. We should have been live at 9:40.51. We're actually in a 10-minute halt right now here on SOPA. We're actually in a little bit of a 10-minute halt on SOPA. So right now, why did I short the SPY? I mean, what's going on in the market right now? We were talking about all this morning. So, overall, I'm leaning to the bearish side in the market, right? The trend is down. We have a massive gap down. There's still a lot of fear. The VIX is rising. I want to be on the short side right now. Number one, I think that's the smartest place to be, is on the short side. And the reason why I started a position was because we had this false break over the open. So we opened up, we tried to get a quick little breakout here over the open, and then immediately got slammed back down. So I started a short position here, and then I saw what Cole always talks about, right? We had a little bit of a, I don't know. We had that little hammer doji here at the top of an uptrend right off pre-market high, so I added. So really the first reason for my ad was we saw the attempt for the break over the open, and I saw it get slammed right back down, so I started a position here. And then we saw this slight creep up close to pre-market highs, and I added. I wasn't expecting that big of a drop, to be honest with you, but hey, we got the drop, right? Wasn't expecting it to be that aggressive to the downside, but we got the drop. And I'm just looking at the overall market. You know, I expect the overall market right now with, you know, what's being talked about. I just expect to still see the market down, you know, next 450. There we go. We already got some profits. Geez, SPRB made 570. We got Placid locking in some profits. Good job, CANF from Jeff, 162. Again, I'm out of it today, guys. Like, I know why I got in the trade, but trying to, like, explain it with education, it's tough for some reason, guys. Like, my mind is rough right now. You know, being sick with the detox and everything like that, and then just everything else I already told you guys about. Like, I'm struggling right now, guys, so bear with me. But we're here making money. We're here making money. We had a nice call out on CANF right off that trend line. We were able to grab a couple bucks. CANF still doesn't look bad above VWAP, guys. CANF still doesn't look bad above the VWAP. You could look to take this long right here with stops under 225, back up to 260, and then 263 on CANF. SOPA, 10-minute halt. This will be live at 9:45:53. You got about a minute 30 to go. Minute 30 to go on SOPA. If you guys want to get involved on GRTX, you're looking to get involved right around here, and you're putting a stop under 330. If you want to get involved on GRTX, you're getting involved right here, close to support. Your stop loss is below 330. Your first target is 375, and then your next target is $3.90 on GRTX. $3.90. In CANF, stops were below your VWAP. Entries were right there off the trend line. You're looking to take this back up to 255 and then 260. SPRB is not doing anything. I do like SPRB a lot for tomorrow. I mean, I really like SPRB a lot for a mid-candle breakout tomorrow. GRTX was another good entry, guys, and we're still waiting on SOPA, and I'm still short on the SPY. I'm looking to see if we crack below 453 on the SPY, all right? I want to see another low a day come on in here. I'm going to take some profit, and I'm going to manage this as long as I can. I want to see it continue a small little downtrend, and I want to continue to see it stay below this downtrend. I want to see a new low a day, back up into the downtrend. I'll add new low a day, right? And I'll just continue this process, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Right now, we're waiting for SOPA. Oh, SOPA went live. So there you go. You had your gap up. You had the stock pull back to that 520, 525 level. You guys were already prepared with entries, right? We were talking about this 10 minutes ago. You want to see the stock gap up, come back down to 520, 525, get your entry. Stops below $5. First target 6, and then 618. You just hit your target. Good job, guys. You don't need me, right? You don't need me. You guys were already watching SOPA. You knew the halt strategy was the way to go. Good job. Good job. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful on SOPA. I would have never taken the trade anyway because I have this big position on the SPY. I mean, I only have 500 shares on the SPY. So I need to manage this trade on the SPY. But good job. If anybody grabbed SOPA off the halt strategy, again, 520 to 525, you could have gotten your fills. I mean, you're up about $1 a share right now and stuck in a halt. Good job, guys. Might add to the SPY here. No, I'm in the green. I can't add to it when I'm in the green. What's up, Jay Bruce? What's up, buddy? So right now we're still holding SPY short. You guys have the halt strategy that we were talking about 10 minutes ago on SOPA. Mexoid, how does your wick is so low on the first gap up candle? Well, that's just where it came down to here on TD. It's showing it came down to a low of 522 on SOPA. So I'm not sure why yours is not showing there, Mexoids. I'm not sure why that's happening. Yeah, I've heard that Webull does have some weird, goofy charting at times. I have heard that their charting sometimes is a little wonky. I'm still looking for the SPY to make a new low a day, guys. If it pops back above VWAP, that's right around my entry. I'm not going to take $1.50 of heat on this, but back above VWAP, I'm back above this level of resistance and the downtrend on the SPY. That's right around my my break even, right? My cost basis is right here. So if we break the downtrend to the upside and VWAP, I am going to get out at break even. All right, and I can always re-add to it, but right now we're looking to see this come down and make a new low a day. Now, I'm going to take profit into a new low a day here on the SPY. Right now, my stop is going to be right at the VWAP or right over that last 1 minute candle high. So my stop right now is break even on the SPY. I'm actually able to put myself in position to go break even here on the SPY. I expect in the next 1 to 2 minutes to see the SPY crack and put in a new low a day. That's what I would expect to see is in the next 1 to 2 minutes, the SPY below 453. That's where I look to take profit. 453.16 is current low a day. I'm going to lock in half right there at low a day. I just locked in half at low a day, guys. All right, I did lock in half at low a day. That was a smart thing to do. I locked in half at low a day, and I'm riding the rest because I still think it's going to get slammed to the downside. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely getting... That's what I'm talking about, Corey. That's what I'm talking about. Way to manage that trade correctly. Way to manage that trade. Right now, we really don't want to see it closing back above 453.26. We want to continue to see it get hit hard to the downside. We are feeling a little bit of that pre-market gap, not too crazy. I still think it has room to pre-market lows of 451.76. When does SOPA unhalt? So right now it was halted at 946.36. It would have been live at 951.36. You got about a minute to go. 1 minute. 951.36 is the unhalt time on SOPA. I have 250 shares left to the short side on the SPY. And I may lock it up. I may continue to scale out here. I want to see a little bit of a two-legged pullback. All right. So I'm looking for a little bit of a two-legged pullback right into this level of old support, new resistance. So again, massive sell-off. 1, 2, right? A two-legged pullback is 2 green candles, right? On decreasing volume, right into that level of resistance. And then you see a big slam in price. So either a 2 to 3-legged pullback into this 453.26 and then see sellers come right back in and bring this into the low 452s. So I'm still holding this short. I want to say it's too late for SOPA. Wouldn't say it's too late for SOPA. The best entry was 525 up into the 618 level. That was our trade, right? That was our trade. on SOPA. Now, right now, there's still some room to the upside. You have some room up towards around, I would say like 680. I would say 680. Yeah, 10-minute halt on SOPA. So now you're looking at 951. I'm sorry, that'd be 956. Pretty much 957 on SOPA. New low a day on the SPY. Currently up a little over $1 a share right now. Looking for a like a 452 target. You know, I'd probably go ahead and lock up my trade. We're up over $1.50 a share. I'm going to give it like one more candle. But we are losing volume to the downside, Corey. If you see that on the 1 minute, we are losing volume as the stock's pulling back. You know, I think it could definitely bounce. We can always get another entry. So I am personally locking up my SPY short. I'm personally locking up my SPY short. 643 on that. CANF was 155. We're starting off the day pretty strong. Not a bad way to start our day. We're already up $800 in the first 23 minutes of the day. Especially being sick and my mind not working with me. Not bad. All right, guys, on YouTube, I completely spaced. Normally, the live stream's down at 9:45, but I was in that trade, managing it, making sure that we were all set, ready to rock and roll in case anybody else jumped in that trade as well on some, like, puts. Wanted you guys to know when I was planning on getting out of that position and how I was getting out of that position. Congratulations to those of you locking in some great profits on SOPA. That was a clean trade, guys. That was very clean, worked out beautifully, exactly the way we wanted it. CANF out of the gate, nice little pop into those pre-market highs. So again, if you grab CANF with me, good job, good work. You're locking in some great profits. And if you grabbed SPY puts or SPY short with me, good job, Corey. I know Corey took it, so congrats, Corey. Locking in some great profits. They're on the SPY, you know, almost about $2 a share there to the downside. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Those options, definitely making you some money there. So good job, guys. All right, good job. Enjoy the rest of your day, traders, over on YouTube. I will see you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning. For those of you that always like to see P&L, again, I'm fully transparent, guys. There's my current P&L on the day. So, all right. So enjoy your day, traders, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, right around 9 o'clock as we go live for our pre-market session. Have a good one, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up. Josh@alphadaytrading.com. Be smart and trade safe, guys. Oh, and if I do not see you this week, have a happy holiday. Have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you guys have a blessed week and a blessed weekend. Enjoy the holidays. Have a very Merry Christmas from the Alpha Day Trading family to yours if I don't see you tomorrow or the rest of the week in the stream. All right, guys? So enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you guys later on. Hey, that was a good time to get out of the SPY. Right? Decreasing volume as the stock's selling, right? Decreasing volume as the SPY is pulling back. I'm like, you know what? Let me get out of this. It's a good time. The SPY just popped right back up. About $1 a share there. So SOPA should be live here in about 50 seconds, guys. SOPA in about 50 seconds. I have bids at like $6.22, $7 bids. So it's 50-50. The first halt strategy is the best halt strategy. The second one, the third one gets a little iffy. It's a little iffy. All right, right up into that 683. Man, this thing will not slow down. Got to be patient and disciplined with this one, guys. Do not forget the theme of December. What's the theme of December? It's called Discipline December. Are we chasing this stock? I mean, no. This was the best trade because your stop was nice and tight below $5 on pre-market highs. This is a good one with great upside potential. This stock is way too overextended right now. Way too overextended. Sit back, wait for it to pull back, level, consolidate, wait for it to set up, and then let's attack it. Next target is 875. 875. SOPA is ripping right now. SOPA is up 126%. Again, 875 next, and then you're going to $10 after 875. Moderna bounce off 299. I would say a bounce at 296. I would say a 295 to 296 bounce. You might be able to grab a couple bucks out of it. No. Texas had an order at 622, only dropped to 627. Hey, it's okay. You saw the setup, you saw the opportunity, but you still tried to take advantage of it. Good job. Good job for spotting that. Yeah, those halts can be tricky sometimes. Those halts can be very tricky sometimes. But I like to see you guys feeling pretty confident with the halts, right? Feeling confident, knowing how to read them, knowing what to see, how to place your orders. I like that a lot. And I like UVXY right now. Like, I really do like UVXY. Above 1840, I like UVXY to the long side. But obviously, we need to make sure the SPY's not going to break on out and move higher. Because if the SPY starts moving, who cares about UVXY technicals? But right now, UVXY, the technicals look really, really nice. I want to see the SPY get rejected here. I think we have some decent opportunity on UVXY. Where's GRTX going? Let's go find out. We called this one maybe like what, guys? 10 minutes ago. Buying right here, right around like that 340. Stops underneath 330. Your first target was 370 and 375, and then 390. So GRTX was a wiener. It has room to 390 and then $4. They're on GRTX. We haven't had anything on ADGI. I have not called this one out yet. I did not call out ITCI. We did this morning on CANF. That was a small winner. Nothing on SR or SPRB. We called one out here about 10, 20 minutes ago on GRTX at 340 with a 10-cent stop. I mean, you just hit your first target there. Good job, Chris. Chris got it. Chris got GRTX. Sweet entry, dude. Sweet entry. Nice low risk, pretty good reward. You should be locking in more profit at that 390. Right? I'd be trimming a little bit more at 394 bucks, right? Just trimming a little bit more, right around 390 to 4. And then we the Hulk strategy on SOPA. That was a winner too. So not a bad day today, guys. Seriously, not a bad day. We crushed SOPA. We just nailed GRTX. We nailed this morning's CANF. And we got some SPY puts. We got some SPY. Yo, Matt, what's up? Someone's here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. So right now, I'm liking UVXY possibly. My kid's feeling great now that she woke up after running 103 fever last night. She is crazy. She feels great, but I think she's just so doped up on medicine. So SOPA will be live. What time did it get halted? It's a 10-minute halt. I don't know what time it got halted. It's not showing the halt time here.